All righty, guys. Here we are, week two. I'm sorry, yep, week two, 2 games down. We're gonna stay positive though. All right. So we already had our practice yesterday. Great practice. I really appreciate the participation. We have 2 new guys on our team. They didn't fill out the players form though, so I don't have their pictures. But we have Coach Buell and Damian to our team. So welcome to our team. We are playing at 7 o'clock for the first game. We're going against General Motors Track. They also had a loss. Let's look at the standings. Okay, we'll start off with the standings real quick. So this is our current standings. We're last in the league right now. That's primarily due to the fact that we have 2 losses as well as our point differential. So what ends up happening is that we get seeded by basically how many points that we put up versus how many points, get put up against us. And that gives the difference, right? So let's say, for instance, we could have lost 2 games, but let's say we only had a difference of, 7 points between the 2, we probably would be ranked, somewhere, definitely probably in the 4th seed, right? So both the points that we score as well as the points that we allow to be scored on us makes a difference in the game. Definitely makes a difference it makes a difference in the standings. Let's say that. Okay. For those who didn't know or weren't there, we ended up the first game. It was 16-0, and then our second game was 21-7. Okay. Again, we're going against General Motors Track. They also had a loss. General Motors Track put up 0 points as well. Okay. They put up 0 points as well. So if anything, we don't want to underestimate anybody, because that was a very crazy field conditions, brand, rules were being said. So I could throw anybody off, to be honest with you. It definitely threw us off. So let's not underestimate General Motors Track. Here's one thing for sure. They're going to be really desperate for a win, just as we're going to be really desperate for a win. So I'm sure they're not trying to get in our position to be 0-2, and we surely don't want to go 0-3, right? So let's take all that into consideration. Again, here we have our website. I keep referring everyone to that because I put the information here. It pretty much is self-explanatory. You don't even have to really ask a lot of questions because everything is here. I try to keep it up to date as much as possible. So again, our next week, we're in week 2, going against GM Track, 7 p.m. Location, Memorial Park. And for the future schedule, you can look right there. And also, we have this document. It's a link to this document, the original document from the PDF that they gave me, right? So last week we had the doubleheader. Team 5 has this doubleheader. We're going against General Motors Track. One of the things we have to do, we have to pay $45 a game. I got taken care of that. There's some other information down here, if you want to actually get the actual address or what have you. But the link I have right here, you click on this, it should take you to Google. And if you have your phone, it'll automatically, get you your directions and drive you there. So it's all, this is all basically, one click, man. Everything's right at your fingertips. These are your coaches right here. The speakers, Coach Jay, and we got Coach Stig, Coach G, Coach Fresh, Coach Mo, Coach Pat, Coach Samir. And then here are our players. Definitely see you all know each other. Again, we got 2 more players, Coach Buell and Damon. Weekly conference information. So I think we're going to probably just, work on defense on the field. So I don't think we're going to have a separate meeting unless Coach wants to hold a separate meeting. We were having these set. Coach Mo, do you still want to have a meeting on Mondays, or do you want to kind of scrap our meeting and we just work?
Yeah, since we've been practicing on Monday, we can We don't have to have the meeting. We probably wouldn't even really have time for the meeting. We could just do we can have a part of practice where we go over some defense though. We did that yesterday, matter of fact.
Right. So okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this this conference call and this meeting, and we'll just probably just have two meetings, which would be the offensive meeting, which is on Sunday, and then we have our team meeting, which is this one, which is just be covering just like administrative stuff, nothing too fancy, but just something to have right before the game. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Okay. What else do we got? So okay, practice schedule. A lot of people's asking about practice, where we'll practice. So for right now, we're gonna just make it 6 p.m. for practice. Going forward, 6 p.m. Because the light is going, we're obviously losing light less and less and less. So 6 p.m. start, tentatively 6 p.m. start. So this week is week 2. We were at Jane Field. Next week we're going to be on the west side, just to be fair to everybody. So we're going to flip flop, so Jane, Milan, and again the location. You click on this hyperlink, it'll bring you right up to your Google, and it'll can take you right to Google. And if you're on your phone, just hit the directions right there. So 6 p.m. That's going to be a 6. That's not going to change for the rest of the season. 6 p.m. We'll be flip flopping depending on the location. So all this stuff is right here. Don't have to ask it. It's all right here. As well as I'll record the meetings, right? So I'll be recording this is September 27th. I'm recording that, and in the hyperlink, this will take you right to the YouTube, and it takes you right to the meeting. Because I upload it takes me maybe about a couple of minutes. It takes me maybe about 10-15 minutes for this, because once the recording is stopped, Zoom has to, process it. Then I have to download it, upload it to YouTube, make the link, all of that. So give me about 15-20 minutes or so. That takes a little bit of time. I have to wait for it to download and upload and all that good stuff. All right. So the weather, okay, all this stuff been popping up because I've been opening it up. Excuse me. Click out all of this. Okay, so the weather's gonna be tomorrow high of 59. So we know that's the high, and that's like 4 o'clock, right? We're playing at 7, so it's gonna be cooler than that by the time we get out there on the field. The low is supposed to be 45, wind 7 miles per hour, wind gusts of 13 miles per hour. It's been kind of windy a lot lately. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe this might be a less windy, but probably the same conditions we played in yesterday when we were practicing in. So it was a good thing that we came out to practice, give us kind of idea of, the weather conditions, how cold. I definitely would say, if you're going to wear shorts, bring Under Armour or something like that. You could wear sweats. There's nothing wrong. You can wear sweats or anything, right? So that's allowed or what have you, but maybe you want to have some Under Armour if you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt. T-shirts. I got to get with Coach Samir. He has picked up the t-shirts. He has the t-shirts. Here's my list of who I have who paid for the t-shirts already. So I got only 4 people have paid. So I have Jabril, I have Mo A, I have Wendell paid, and then I have Coach Mo paid. So I've only have 4 people paid. I will give. I'll give you a t-shirt if you pay for it, because I have to get his money. Coach Samir paid the money from the guy up front, so I can't release any t-shirts until people pay for them. So I think I'll have them. I think I have all of them. Maybe I don't know. I just still talk to Coach Samir. I got to get it from him on tomorrow. Sometime we still have to make that out. But yeah, if you come to the game, you want your t-shirt, just pay for it at that point in time. If you haven't paid for it, I can't let you get a t-shirt until you pay, because like I said, Coach Samir's already paid for it and he needs his money back. So with that being said, the $25. And what else do I have? If red t-shirt, and bring a white t-shirt. So if you bring a red t-shirt, and if you don't have what I'm saying, I don't know if we're going to be away. I'm not for sure what Motor City, what General Motors track is actually wearing. Let's there's one thing I know, like, so we got to bring a white t-shirt in case that the team that we're going against are wearing similar colors, and home team gets to keep their colors, but we play both of our home games. We actually are considered away for the rest of the season, according to the schedule. The schedule's here, and so we're away. We're away for the rest of because they say down here in this legend, the home team is the one to the left. I think they say. First team listed as home team. So as you can see, we're number one team, and we're not listed ever again. So all the rest of the games we're playing, for the rest of the weeks, week 2, 3, 4, and 5, we are the away team. So bring a white t-shirt, just in case. All right, I think I covered that. Covered weather. All right. So I went and recently went and changed all of our plays in the actual tool. And because I know guys were like, hey, I can't, this is kind of the colors was bad or what have you. So I went and literally changed every freaking I went and changed every play to exclude, actual colors, and it really didn't come out any better. So I was playing with this by making each player, a defensive play, because it seemed like the defensive, letters were coming out. At least you could see those, but all of these, I'm just. So I went and changed it to this. I changed it to a color, black, orange, yellow. Obviously center. P for purple, G for green. Obviously the quarterback is QB. Red for red, right? I changed that, but it still didn't come out really that well. Because this is what I use when I print, when I put this on Word document, and then I print it on index card paper. So the paper isn't flimsy when I put it in the sleeves. And you really can't, it didn't do any better, man. And I'm kind of at a loss for words of really what to do. I mean, basically, because I've gone ahead and I've done all this. This took me like at least an hour and a half to go through each play and do this with. I'm inclined to try to see. This is one that I tested where I just made all of the offensive players defensive players and just gave it, the letters, but the letters still aren't coming out that much visible. So, here's the thing. You're left tackle or right tackle, right? And either you're the X receiver or the Z receiver. And then we have, like in some plays, I actually have the running back and the halfback, in these. So if you're orange or green, I guess you just have to take your pick on which one you're going to be, right? So, yeah, I don't know of a better way of doing this, guys. I really don't. I don't. So it's kind of like, you just kind of have to know, all right, if I'm in this position, this is what I'm doing. The lines are a little bit more visible, right? And those there, I went ahead and I changed all the plays to get rid of any red. Everything is black and white, because I understand the visibility is an issue. And unfortunately, it looks great right here. You know what I mean? Like, it looks freaking great right here, man. But, yeah, I went and changed all the plays. So what I'll do for sure, again, we kind of just have to know our playbook and kind of know your position and know where you're lining up. So, forward positions are pretty much, the same irregardless, right? As far as where they're lining up on the field. What I did keep consistent, what I changed from the previous is that sometimes because when I would just flip a play, it will also flip the orientation. So let's say, for instance, this play is flipped and it's going the other direction. Red will be over here, blue will be over here. What I've done is that in every play, even the ones that's flipped, the blue receiver is always on the left and the red receiver is always on the right. So that's another constant that we can kind of have, right? So don't matter if you blue, no matter if you blue or red, no matter where the play is at, you're always going to be on the left, or you're always going to be on the right of the field, irregardless. Now the trickiness would be sometimes is okay, well, green and orange, right? So something like in this case, green is lined up in between orange and wide, right? Is it that so you just have to decide, like, okay, well, I'm going to be the guy here. If I'm orange or I'm green, green, is on the inside. Maybe it may not look that pretty on the actual sheet, but hey, if I know I'm green, I'm here. So it's it's going to be imperative that you guys kind of know your plays, know what your positions are ahead of time. So with that being said, let me go ahead and start covering that real quick. Personnel packages, right? So let me get rid of myself because I don't have clues. All right, so we got, this is the starting offense, right? For right now. Actually, let me see here. I'll make one more change. And like a salam, I'm having a meeting right now. I'm having a meeting. Okay, yep. So we're gonna go ahead and put red on the right. So I'm gonna do both. Move red to the right. Take you.
Hey, Coach, I had a quick suggestion when you get a second too.
Go ahead.
Okay. At that, let me see. At that running back position, I was gonna say, who's gonna be the main running back? Trey, in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I was gonna say that's good actually. I'm reading it over now.
Yeah, so you got the first ones, yeah. So the main.
Smooth. That's cool, actually. I was gonna make that same suggestion.
Yeah, Trey. And then you're the halfback. And these are secondaries. And plays are gonna flip people in and out. So don't get caught up on who's at the top. It's gonna be plenty of time for us to rotate in and out.
I was more so just making that suggestion as far as fits wise. I think Trey would be a good fit at that running back spot.
I'll do that. All right. See, when he didn't show up to the meeting, I didn't, so let me know how your because we had a groin injury yesterday, I'm gonna have him, kind of, rest him out a little bit and use him throughout the game. So we don't, like I said, if your name is back here is based on, hey, you was injured or whatever, I'm taking that into consideration and all of that. What did I just do? Where's Burrow? Okay, I'm sorry. I think that should have been cut. All right. Now, Coach Mo, I'm gonna get more of your opinion on who you want on your starting defense, so on and so forth, right? I need to add Damian here too. We got Damian as well in the middle.
What was the two? So it was Damien and what was the other new guy's name?
Burrow. So we got Burrow. So I'm having Burrow here. I'm having them also as at quarterback. and then I'm probably going to also play him and as an X receiver as well. Put him in there.
Yeah, bro. I think he can. I think he can do some blitzing too. We need that size.
All right. So do you want him? Okay. So you want Burrow? Okay.
I had Damian be in coverage. Yeah, we'll see how Wendell feeling tomorrow. He got a little limp, so we'll see.
Exactly.
See how he feeling, and who else is injured? Maybe the big. We'll see how Chris feeling. Chris, he wasn't limping as bad as Wendell. So
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. I may not want to put him so much in. Let me see here. So let me take. Let me.
Yeah. If he ain't 100%, then maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he don't play no defense tomorrow. Then maybe Chris don't play no defense.
Right.
Cause we got 2 new guys. We got a couple subs. I'm a sub, so we probably got enough bodies on defense. We don't want to have Chris get re-injure that thing worse than it is already. Put it up.
Every day.
So yeah, I think this is starting lineup. Coach Stead, you okay with you think you're gonna be okay, man, with being the center, man, or do you want to let me know if we need to move? Like maybe you need to move Muhammad in the center. Like let me know.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Mo at center as backup. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Any comments, questions, or concerns? I think that's that. As far as everything is concerned, I'm gonna go ahead and put out the playbook. I probably will print out it again with all black. Just bear with it, man. You just like I said, we'll hopefully you guys can come and practice, maybe get a couple little practices in, try to get there. Obviously, first game 7 o'clock. So, if we can before 6, we get there at 6 o'clock, 6:30 or whatever, get to run over anything people got some questions or concerns about. I tried my best with the print cards, man. I really did. Like I said, I spent all day I don't say all day. I spent the last couple of hours working on this, trying to make it more readable for you guys. But like I was saying, earlier, where was it? Where is it at? Okay, did I get rid of it? Come on. I guess I did. I must have. I don't see it. I must have got rid of it. No, edit play. So I'm sorry. Had a lot of screens up. So I mean, again, pretty much if you're blue, if you're X, you're staying over here. So like the flip side of this play, let me find it somewhere. Is that the flip side? Yeah, it is the flip side. It was a variant of it. Wall left jet pro. Then there should be a right one. The point that it probably not gonna come to me. But anyways, the point is usually like right when you want to show something, it's not gonna be the way you want to see it or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make is that no matter what the play is, right? And I'm looking for the flip for that play. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. So hold on. It's this one, and I think it's this one. Right? It's this one. Yeah, there we go. Let's put these two together. So, Yeah. So all this is a flip, right? This is just a flip of this play. Same thing. One side, twins left, twins right. Notice, and this one I tried to do it just with the letters, so you can see it. What I probably will do is go back and make all of these defensive players the best as I can and do it this way. Maybe a little bit better. You can see it a little bit better. I don't know. Better than the circles. I'm sorry. But as you can see, right, red, no matter what the way it goes, this is still blue. And red is running the dig route. And then over here, blue is running the dig route and red is doing the post, right? And then it's just green's over here and orange is over here. So as long as you know where you are in the play, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to, as long as you know, like, okay, green, on this play, if I'm the running back, right, which is green, I'm gonna be, on twins left, I'm gonna be on the right. On twins right, I'm gonna be on the left. That's simple as that, when you see this, you like I said, you go here, okay, I'm blue, right? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. Okay, blue's right here, he's running the dig, but on this side, it's gonna be red running the dig. So, I made it to where basically, like, the only person that's really moving back and forth is orange, right? Orange is gonna be this side, you're gonna have to move this side. But anyway, so like as long as you know the play, it shouldn't really matter so much what the logo or whatever, at the bottom of it. If you're orange, you know that I'm this and this on this play. So I'll be sending that out probably like in the morning time, or as soon as I get finished with this. I don't know. I've been on this for a while. So I'm giving myself a little bit of break. But I'll definitely have it out before, in the morning time or whatever. But it's in essence, it's still the same. The ones I put out already, this playbook is already out. So it's, it's still the same thing. All I just did was just change the colors. And I mean, I took the colors away. And I mean, all the positions are exactly the same. So if you look at the playbook that I've already put out, it's already out there. It's already there. I'm not going to change it. So it's going to be the same playbook I already put out in the WhatsApp tool. You can look at that, but I will put it out to what's going to look out on game day as well, probably about in the morning time. So that's it, gentlemen. You all have a good night. Unless anybody got any comments, concerns, or questions. All right, not hearing any.
No, that's it, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow, man. I think you explained everything pretty clearly.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
All right, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow.